This storied house has seen some of the game's greats. Boz, Bradford, Peterson, and Stoops. Welcome, everyone, to Norman, Oklahoma, and the Palace on the Prairie, home to the Oklahoma Sooners. We have a top 25 class between two of the best teams in the sport, and both hoping to enhance their postseason resume. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the 12th-ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Will boot it away to start the game. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Offense set on first down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got room at the 35. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that were in the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that can run the football, be physical. It all started there.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Sooners want to move quickly.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
They go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Trying play action. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Mitchell. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He looks that one in nicely. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Gonna run it. It's Pat. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. 9th play of the drive coming up, but they'll have to convert 3rd and long to keep it going. He's looking downfield to throw. Got his man to the left. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Three yards wide. You got to kick it between those sidelines or else you draw the flag. Looking for a productive play on first down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. He's going to go for a big one. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake on first down. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation. Drop back. You don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next down easier so I can try to get a little bit closer to the goal line and I can get that touchdown. Headsy play by the QB.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rebels!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. Back to pass, it's Arnold. Fires one high and deep. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing an incompletion.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Quarterback adapting. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
Makes a move. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. He's looking to throw. He's going to fire deep. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, that DB basically could have just ran that route for the wide receiver. He was all over him. There was no shot that receiver was going to be able to make that play. Beautiful job by the defensive line.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And early in the game, I love when you set the tone and make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. Nice job getting him on the ground, getting your first sack of the day. Listen, they had 3 last week, but they want to continue to build up that number and keep getting it higher, and that's a great start.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll throw it on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's going to be knocked down, incomplete, and we have knocked out the first quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The give to the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo. Looking for a man. It's Arnold. Getting some heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Looking for a deep man. Makes the grab down the left side. Oh, look out. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive, so someone's going to have to step up and make it.
And the sack all the way back at the 5. They'll come to the line and try to get out of this mess on 2nd down from the 5. Quarterback will audible. He's back to throw on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He slings it deep to the left. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Arnold. Trying to get to it. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Got it in the middle, it's Peck. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that 1st down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we get the 1st down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at it. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the 1st. Let's see what happens next.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. The play action fake. That's caught. It's White. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. He's got his man. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offensive success on 3rd down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
They'll go to the ground. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Now on 2nd down. Some misdirection with the counter. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Going to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. To the air, it's Howard. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He wants it all. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
3rd and goal coming up here. Caught in the backfield, it's White. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside the 10, here he comes. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Off-play action on 1st down. He lost one down the sideline. Hits him inside the 20, still going. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. Just enough time for one final play of the half.
Get set, get set. Ringo, Ringo. Belly stutter.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. It is perfect. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
17, Oklahoma, 10.
Just about set to kick it away.
Set to kick it off.
So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man quickly.
The 1st down pass. Caught by a lineman off the deflection. He's out of bounds at the 42.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
To throw, it's Howard. Going for it all. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. And the Rebels will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Looking to go up top on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's a big stride inside the 10. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. From inside the 15, here's the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable with that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
That incompletion leads to second down and 10. Looking to throw, it's Howard. And the pass hits, picked off. Trying to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Miami has the lead right now, but this Canes crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet there in the 305. They're up by 7 over Baylor. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down.
Well, you know what they say, tips lead to picks. And the offense, they're lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
You know, it's hard enough just to catch passes in college football, but to do it while also being cognizant of where you are in the field and making sure you get a foot down inbounds, that's really impressive.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
That's why you got to study your playbook. For all young quarterbacks out there watching, you're not always going to be able to throw it to the intended target. You've got to know where your check down options are because you're going to get hit at some point. You've got to be able to get rid of it. Nice job understanding the playbook.
And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
He's got it again. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Snagged in the middle. It's White. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. He'll try to pop the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Dropping back, it's Howard. Going for the big play. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Rebels! What a catch and run for 6.
This is a running back who is versatile, and his catching ability really helps this offense out vertically down the field. And you saw it on that play on the wheel route. That wasn't just a screen or a swing. They got him faking going to the flat, turning up the sideline for a touchdown.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Sooner offense returns to the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to pass on 2nd down. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Thompson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I don't know about the play call there, guys. 3rd down, they're throwing it behind the line of scrimmage, seeing if this guy can do something once he has it in his hands, but a better job of pursuit and tackling defensively, now setting up 4th.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. And after 3, the game is tied.
The Sooners will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. On the move, it's White. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got a stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about...
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And he's got it inside the 35. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30-plus.
Yeah, and listen, QB's got to find ways to push the ball down the field and make sure defenses don't just sit in zones and stay shallow. Nice job by the QB. Push it down the field. Make some big plays, baby.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Howard. Fires to the big fella. He's loose. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Knocked off his feet. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first.
Now,
They'll make some adjustments.
Ready up.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
Jackrabbit.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. He just never got started going forward. A huge loss of 8 on the play.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. He's got it. And he'll be brought down.
And sometimes I think there are decisions. And you got to make the tough decisions, and that's your job. That's why you get paid the big bucks. But I'm taking the lead. I'm kicking the field goal. I'm taking no chances.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights. All the pressure, all the eyeballs on him, he delivered.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a run.
The best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
He's going to throw deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. And the Sooners will hustle to the line. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. Couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that one.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Back to pass. It's Arnold. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he dropping back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Ohio State is in front. They've led for most of the game. However, Brutus isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Iowa State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Howard. Quarterback on the move, still looking. It's looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's right out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Just a really nice job defensively, too, not giving up on the play, right? You didn't sack him initially, but guys were still in hot pursuit and chasing. And this front 7 defensively, they've got a lot of speed and athleticism, and they're able to stay on the quarterback's heels and force him out of bounds for a loss.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got him downfield. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down.
Talk about stepping up at a huge moment of the game. This guy's been relatively quiet throughout the game, but here in a 2-minute situation, he makes arguably the biggest play of the game so far for his offense. Nice job.
And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Brings up 2nd down.
The noise level is relentless here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's White. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Number 81.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the 4th quarter for the touchdown.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can...
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Back to throw. It's Arnold. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, this offense is up against it here. Trailing late in the game, the defense knows they're going to throw the football. First down, they get sacked. Second down, incompletion. There's no mystery what's happening here. Quarterback's just going to have to make a play on third down.
Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. With the catch, it's Hicks. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He's got him, and they convert. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. They'll go back to the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. What a snag by the defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
We've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
And they'll take a knee. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game.